Today we've got an onset of a supercell storm system. It's a real life scenario and something that is very prudent for us to touch on, because a sudden onset supercell storm is something that is part of summer life here on the Sunshine Coast. We've got issues with car accidents on the Bruce Highway. We've got sewage spills at multiple locations at our beaches. Sunshine Coast Airport's shut down. On top of that, we've got the local disaster management plan, evacuation sub-plan that will come into play as well, because we've got a crack in the wall of Whopper Dam. So we're throwing up scenarios that make sure that we stay agile on our feet and can respond to things that come out of left field and address them in such a way that gives the community the ability to stay safe and for us to keep them safe.
Look, it's all about exercising, being prepared, and also building relationships. This is not just about the technology, not just about the systems, it's about people knowing each other, each agency knowing what our roles are. And so when we have a real event, we've already got those relationships built up, and it's not about who should do what. We all know how to work together to protect our community.
We've been developing and evolving and maturing the Disaster Hub since it first came into operation, and today's scenario will allow us to once again put the Disaster Hub under the pump, if you like, and make sure that it's doing the job that it's meant to do.
Disaster Hub is Council's disaster management system. It basically collates all the information, all the intelligence, and puts together messaging for our community, so if people are tapped into the Disaster Hub, they can actually know what's going on. So all the information that's relevant, all the warnings, all the road closures, everything goes on to Disaster Hub.
The situation room creates a scenario that is as close to real life as we can get, and there's nothing better than practice making perfect, and everybody involved being able to work well together. Council, our agencies, our emergency response teams, they can do everything exactly as it should be done. But if the community aren't prepared themselves and then don't respond in the correct way and look after people that they need to look after, whether it's their neighbours, their children, and for whatever reason they're not prepared or they don't think it's going to be as serious as possible, well, all the best preparation in the world can be somewhat wasted. So we say it every year and we'll continue to say it: be prepared. If it's flooded, forget it, and think about what you want to do to make sure that when the pressure really is on, that you don't have to be running around and scrambling thinking, my God, I wish I was prepared.